The first sign that you're eating too much sugar is that you're hungry every 1 to 2 hours. Higher intakes of sugar cause the blood glucose levels to spike and then quickly drop back down. And this drop in blood glucose levels is what causes that insatiable need to eat within that 1 to 2 hours after your last meal. This is especially the case if you find that you always need to have some type of backup food within your purse or your bag. Which my name's Autumn and I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's nutrition human performance. And the second sign that you're eating way too much sugar is that you're experiencing acne or breakouts. Now, of course, there can be different causes of acne or breakouts, but a really common one that some studies are finding is a state of hyperinsulinemia, which just means high blood levels of insulin. And insulin is most greatly released when we eat sugar. So if we have high levels of insulin, then that could be because we're eating high levels of sugar. But this doesn't necessarily have to just be sugar. It could even be refined carbohydrates like chips or pretzels or bread, or of course pasta, because ultimately these starches from these other types of foods break down into those simple sugars that then spike the storing hormone insulin, which can then lead to those breakouts and acne. Okay, the third sign you're eating too much sugar is that you have weight gain around the belly. As noted, higher intakes of sugar cause the secretion of our storing hormone insulin. And if we keep our insulin level too high for too long, it can cause something called insulin resistance. And one of the number one signs of insulin resistance is weight gain around the belly. And this is because insulin not only shuts off our fat burning process, it also causes fat storing to occur. So high sugar intakes can cause that insulin level to skyrocket and cause that fat storing to happen, especially around the belly. Okay, the fourth sign you're eating too much sugar is that you're craving sugar usually around that 3 p.m. time. And this is likely from energy dips from those various blood glucose levels that was a result from eating too much sugar earlier, which can lead to those hallmark 3 p.m. snack times of reaching for something either really sugary like chocolate or something really starchy like crackers and chips to get those energy levels and those blood glucose levels back up. Okay, the fifth sign you're eating too much sugar is that you're really thirsty even if you're drinking a lot of water. Now this one is really important to take note of because this is likely a sign that you are in some state of insulin resistance or even pre-diabetes. Because when those blood glucose levels are really uncontrolled, this can cause the body to try and get a lot of it out through urine, which then increases our thirst mechanism to try and replace that water that we've been losing. So if this is the case, you definitely want to check in with your doctor to see if you are in a state of pre-diabetes or insulin resistance, which same goes for the sixth sign. And this is if you have dark skin around the creases of your body, like your neck or your armpit. Now, this is a state called acanthosis nigricans, and it's also one of the biggest common signs of pre-diabetes or insulin resistance. So definitely if you have this as well, make sure to check in with your doctor. Okay, the seventh sign you're eating too much sugar is that you're experiencing a lot of bloating. Bloating is typically a result of trapped gas within the intestines. And this trapped gas is going to be formed by bacteria that's munching on your food and then having these little bacteria farts from the fermentation process of eating the food in your GI tract. And the foods that bacteria love are the ones that are most fermentable. And these are typically going to be coming from various types of carbohydrates, especially the simple sugars. For example, fructose is highly fermentable, and fructose makes up half of table sugar, as well as more than half of honey. So especially if you have a history of SIBO, which is small intestine bacterial overgrowth, or if you're just simply eating a lot of sugar that the bacteria can then munch on and then toot out, this is going to be a really big sign that you are probably consuming way too much sugar for your body. The eighth sign is that you get hangry. This is a classic sign of that dip in blood sugar because not only are you going to be hungry from that low energy state, but during that dip in blood sugar, you're also going to experience mood swings. I think we've all been there where you get this really big energy high from eating something that's packed with sugars, and then very quickly you get that energy dip. And the resultant hanger comes in, which leads us to apologizing to a lot of people the next day for how we behaved when we were hangry. Okay, the ninth sign you're eating too much sugar are multiple skin tags. Now, this is another one that's strongly associated with insulin resistance and possibly pre-diabetes. So again, with this one, if you notice multiple skin tags, make sure to check in with your doctor. Okay, and the 10th sign you're eating too much sugar is that you just can't lose weight. Sugar is the number one driver of our storing hormone insulin. And when we have that high insulin, we do not get the state of lipolysis or fat breakdown. And when you're looking to achieve a weight loss goal, that's what we want. We want to lose fat, we don't want to lose muscle. And if insulin high, that fat burning state is just simply turned off. If you find that you really are having difficulties losing weight, then you're probably consuming way too much sugar as well as way too much of those refined carbohydrates, both of which can greatly stimulate that storing hormone insulin. Which if you do think you're eating way too much sugar and you're looking to greatly reduce it, you can check out this video next for my super simple 2-step process. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out with new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.